Right on.
There you go.
All right.
Got it.
Hey, welcome, welcome, everyone. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about making sure your appointments hold successfully. And so, you know what? I think that, okay, when I first started Mary Kay, I was like, oh, to be the booking queen of our unit, all I have to do is book 10 appointments and get people to agree to be at an appointment with me. I could totally do that. And so I think that sometimes we overthink that part and we think, oh, that's the hard part. It's not hard. So it's just, hey, let's get together. But then once you do that, getting that appointment, getting those people to show up is, I think that's the hurdle. And so these are some of the things that we have to deal with. By the way, don't work with emotions because cancellations happen and it's really not that big of a deal. We all have life happen. And so we want to give other people the grace that we hope that they would give us if we had to cancel for any reason. The beautiful part about Mary Kay is if we do ever have to cancel because we've got life happening, people are so understanding. And so we do want to be understanding. And who wants to book with somebody that nobody's going to want to rebook with you if you're irritated. You know what? If you're like, "Ah, I can't believe you're canceling on me for that reason. You know, we want to definitely give grace and love on them and try to reschedule at that time, but don't work with emotions in that way. Um, so people have life happen, stuff pops up, but they also want to support you, or they wouldn't have said, or their hostess, or they wouldn't have said that they're coming to the appointment. But the big B word comes up. We all get busy. So we're all so busy and life is lifing and we're going through our week and we're like, oh my gosh, I forgot to go to Susie Q's party and I wanted to go to that because I haven't used Mary Kay in a while, or I haven't tried Mary Kay, or they have this new stuff that's coming out that I'm really excited about, or oh my goodness, I've been thinking about actually starting to become a Mary Kay beauty consultant, and I forgot to go tonight because my kid had soccer and I was running late and I had to go to the grocery store and my dog puked and life happened. So you guys, to us, it's at the center of our mind. That appointment is like, oh, I've got a party tomorrow, tonight, or next week. And so it's on your mind because it's your priority. It might not be their priority because sometimes emergency stuff happens, like aging parents, little kids, or cats, or dogs, or work, or whatever the case may be. So it's our job to just help the hostess be successful in having a party that she gets lots of free stuff. And also, it's our job to help her to get her people reminded to come to the party. They want to come, I promise you, but we have to figure out a way to stay at the forefront of their mind. Okay. So I have some ways to do that. And so I'm just going to run through this and I'm just going to role play tonight with our friend Azure. And so, Azure, would you?
I knew you were going to say that.
Sure, you are. Okay. Because like you're on screen. Okay.
Okay.
Way to go, girl. Okay. So this is what so I have my little hostess thing saved on my phone. And by the way, after we do all of this, I'm going to show you guys where to find all of this information. I've made it really simple. You even have a way that you can create your own hostess little pictures. Okay. So on my phone, I'm going to go to my photos. And once I click on my photos, then I wish that Facebook didn't make this so dang difficult, or not Facebook, but Apple didn't make this so difficult. I'm going to go to albums and then I'm going to go to my Mary Kay. I keep an album called Mary Kay. And so, um, ah, Des said she needed to hear all of that really bad. Okay,
Oh,
sounds good.
good.
Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to whatever my hostess thing is. while I'm with my hostess. Like I'm at a party. And Asher, did you have fun tonight?
I did.
Amazing. How's your skin feel?
It feels wonderful.
Great. And so you want to take everything home, right?
Of course.
Okay, boom. And then I just collect her payment. And then I say, okay, so at your follow-up appointment, what would you be most excited? Oh, I see you filled out the survey. It looks like you're interested in focusing on more skincare.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Let's do it. Okay, so at your follow-up appointment, what works usually best for you? Are evenings or weekends usually better?
Typically, weekends work better for me.
Okay, that sounds good. So I've got Saturday the 6th available at 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Would one of those?
Let's go with 1 o'clock.
Okay, so we're going to do 1 o'clock. Okay, super. All right, so guess what? So I know that we kind of touched on a little bit of the clinical solution stuff, and I thought your eyes kind of lit up when we talked about that barrier restore and that the wrinkle, um, the dynamic wrinkle limiter, and maybe even the retinol. So I would love to help you earn some of those products for free. In fact, you could probably earn all of them for free. I have
That's great. I love free stuff.
that's awesome. Okay. I know. I love a great deal. Okay, so I have a special, and I'm just going to go over the 100 free when you party with me, you guys. There is a 200 free when you party with me. So I am equipped basically. I've got a lot of product on my shelves, and so I can do that. And so if you're like, it depends on who you're working with too. It's totally up to you. But I have a flyer for both of them, so we're going to go over the 100 free when you party with me. So I'm going to say, you know what? I have a way that you can earn $100 in free Mary Kay product just for sharing that appointment that we just scheduled with some girlfriends. And so, do you want to hear more about that?
Of course.
Cool. Okay. So I pulled this up on my phone and then I push the up arrow. Let me text this to you, Azure. And so I click the little texty button. What's your phone number? And then she's going to tell me her phone number. And I have that number. And so I just texted that to you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just go over this with you real quick. So guess what? When you get me a guest list, and by the way, it says within 3 days of the party, but I am traveling that week before. So if you could get that to me, like in the next few days, that would be totally appreciated. But you can get $15 free for just giving me a guest list with 15 people on it, their names and phone numbers. Now, I know that not everyone's going to be able to join us, and that's totally okay. So, but if you get me the names and numbers, I can shoot them a message and or we can both send a quick message. And then how does that sound?
That sounds great.
I know it's like $1 per person. How fun is that? And then when you hold the party on the original date, you get another $15 automatically for free. So just for giving me the guest list and holding the appointment on that original scheduled date on December 6th at 1 p.m., you're going to get $30 free automatically.
That's cool.
We're going to have fun. Okay. And then also, when you have three guests there, you're going to get $15 more automatically for free. If you have four people, it's 20 and $25 for if you have five people that are there. And then when they choose to order product, like you did today, you're going to get more free products. So when there's 350 to 500 in sales, you'll get 10 more dollars free. When there's 500 to 800, you'll get 15 free. And when there's 800 or more, you'll get $25 in extra free product. So additionally, just like we booked your follow-up appointment, a lot of times people want to learn more about more skincare or makeup. And so when two people book their future appointments, you are going to get an additional $20 in free product.
That's
And
awesome.
I know, isn't that cool? So, and plus, you're also going to get like one more half price item per every person that books their follow-up appointment. So, how does that sound?
That's a great deal.
Awesome. Okay, I can't wait for that. So, I'm super excited. So, yeah, if you just want to, and what you can do is you can go ahead and you can like send me their contacts off of your phone, just share contact with me, or you can, I'm going to cover this up. Or you can just make a list on your phone and you can text it to me with their names and phone numbers. I'm covering this up, not that I think you guys are gonna call these people, but if I upload this on YouTube,
Yeah.
it might flag it. So anyway, um, then you can just kind of send me the list. And so yeah, if you want to go ahead and do that. And then also, Azure, I I cannot leave our appointment today without telling you I have so much fun with you. And so if you ever did something like this, I would totally want you on my team. But it might be the last thing that you would ever do. But would you be willing to listen to the facts about Mary Kay just for training purposes for me?
I would. That'd be great.
Awesome. Yay. Okay. Well, we do have a call on Monday night since today's Sunday. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Could you hop on that Zoom?
Yeah, I think I can make it.
Okay, sounds good. Now, honestly, if they can't make it that time, you guys, you can always schedule a career talk with me. And remember, you don't have to know anything about this business to start building a team. That is an additional avenue of income. And honestly, you are going to, when we do career talks, you're going to learn about more avenues of income within Mary Kay that will bless you in the future. Okay, so definitely do that. Okay, I always had to plug that in because we're kind of in a flow. Okay. All right. So now that we've had that conversation, that was me coaching her on right then and there. It didn't take that long. I just went through the little flyer on how she could be successful. Now I can get in contact with Azure and say, hey, so excited about our upcoming appointment. You know, if it's 3 days and you haven't heard from her, I just wanted to check in with you. Did you have any questions or did you happen to get your guest list together yet? And so my people have been really good. So people get excited about like a lot of great free product. And so if they're going to be there anyway, they might as well, yeah. So be earning some free stuff. Okay, so this is a sheet that I'm going to show you all. So this is a tracking sheet. So this, and I just lost a bunch of papers out of there. So this tracking sheet, I have customized this to keep track of everything that they do in this little box right here. So this is your, sorry, this is your hostess's information right here. This is the party information. When is this party? Well, this particular party, I don't think you're going to believe this, but it is actually on December the 6th at, no, it's actually 10 a.m. She picked the 10 a.m. slot. So anyway, so it's 12/6 at 10 a.m. So I will put that in here. So this is Miss Taisley's party that I'm showing you all. And guess what? She did give me a guest list of 15 people already. So I'm going to do a check mark right there. By the way, I have this opposite page right here that I just go ahead and fill out her guest list up here. And then that way I save these spaces down here for people that say, yes, I'm coming, or maybe I'm coming. Okay. So the reason why I do that and I don't put everybody down here is because I want to save this space for people that say yes. So that way I know who to be coaching throughout the week prior to the party to show up. And so, anyway, I still will give these people, like the people that I haven't heard from yet, if they are like never responded, I'll still tell them, hey, today's the day of the party in case you can join us. This is the time and the place. Okay. So keep that in mind. And so, anyway, so this says party held on original date. So I can come back after she's held the party and I can fill in all of this stuff. How many guests did she have? How many sales did she have? How many future parties were booked? I just like to have this because I want to see also who were my amazing hostesses because that's who you want to book again. This is not like having a hysterectomy. Like you're going to, like, this isn't a one and done. Ladies, this is like a haircut or a style, or you know what I mean? This is a you're coming back and having these appointments with these people on a regular basis because Mary Kay's got new products coming out quarterly. So I like to ask my hostesses after they're done, after we're done with our party, you know what? Um, I like to rebook my hostesses because I do tend to get filled up on my schedule. I would love to schedule you in. Would you be more excited to check out the quarterly seasonal products, or would you rather get together more every 6 months? Give them two choices. That's it. You don't need to give them more than two choices. And if they say, well, how about once a year? Then, or how about once every 9 months? Then you can say, okay, let's do it. And then set up something tentatively with her in your schedule right then and there. And the reason why you're scheduling things right then and there, even if it's tentatively, is because when you start working at a higher capacity of like, I'm doing 3 parties a week and I'm rebooking 2 to 3 appointments from every party, that's a lot of people to try to go back and get, oh, let me go back and call them. No, it doesn't work like that. I promise. Just trust me. And so, okay. And then also on here down below, I have the attendee's name and phone number. Well, I don't know why I put sent invite on there. That's unnecessary, but pre-profiled. So you can actually reach out to them if they say, yeah, I'm able to come. And by the way, I do a lot of stuff by text. And so pre-profiling, if you're tech savvy chick, you can totally create a Google form, and it can be basically your pre-profiling form. You can say, hey, I'm super excited to get to know you. Um, can I call you to ask you a few quick questions about your skin for the appointment, or would you prefer to fill it out on a form? And so they'll tell you whichever way. And if they want to do the form, you just boop, text them the form, and then you'll get all of that data, and then you can be filling out the customer profile on here, let me grab a profile. So you could grab, everybody got these in their starter kit. So, you could grab the profile and you could fill that out, and then you could take that to the appointment and have that sitting there right at their place. Plus, you know what type of skin they have and you know what their skin challenges are. So you might be able to tweak what you're showing at that party so it's more relevant. So I love that. I love that that helps us to be able to prepare a little bit better. And what's really cool is what I have found is that I would rather have a couple of great parties than have like 10 individual facials during the week. Because guess what? A couple of great parties, it's going to give me a little bit more peace. I'm preparing, I'm working it, I know who's coming, I'm getting them excited. And then the day of the event, I'm peace and calm and prepared, and everything is all together. But when you're doing 10 individual facials, it's like boom, 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 boom. It's taking, you know, that's going to take you 15 hours. Would you rather spend 15 hours running like crazy? Plus, another thing I want you to think about, your hostess is when she sees people coming to the party and loving the product, she's more likely to join your team. And when she sees money changing hands, she's more likely to get excited, like, oh my gosh, she just sold $1,000 in Mary Kay. I could make that $500 profit. So it really makes it easy for her. Also, she knows the process. We make money and meet people at parties. Okay. So that's really good. Notes about the skin. If I do talk to them over the phone, sometimes I don't go over the whole profile card. It just kind of depends. If she's got a couple of minutes or she sounds urgent, I'm not going to like take up 10 minutes of her time. I'm just going to say, "Hey Susie, I'm excited to, meet you. Do you have a couple of minutes? I want to ask you about your skin real quick." And she's like, "Yeah, that's fine, but I only have a minute." Okay, great. All right, super. Okay. So I already have your phone number, your name. Let me go ahead and ask you some quick questions about your skin. Are you in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s? What is your biggest concern with your skin? Is there anything that you would change about your skin if you could change anything? So you can ask whatever's on the profile card, or you can get brief if you have to. Okay. Just be flexible. And so you can put notes about the skin, and then after the party, you can put, did you rebook her? And then what did she purchase? This way you can kind of show what the results of your parties are because it's good for tracking. This over here, full circle coaching, there's just some really great ideas over here. It says give hostess packet, go over materials, encouraged outside orders, make her wish list. So these are just some great ideas for you to do. Get guest list, create a party invite, help her invite all of the guests. And so you can check these things off as you do them. Mail the hostess a thank you card or text her a thank you picture. Thank you so much for being willing to do this and have this party. Everyone's getting so excited, and you can kind of text her throughout the week. Oh my gosh, I just heard back from your friend Susie. She's coming and she's bringing her neighbor Sharon. Is that okay? Or you don't have to ask us if that is okay, but she's bringing her neighbor Sharon. I hope that's all right. I know that we're going to have so much fun. And then you can share the skin analyzer app with her. So these are the four touches. Like what four touches are. And by the way, this might sound like, wow, that's a lot. This is a lot. Well, it's okay. Like I'm just trying to cover all of the bases. Azure, I know you've got a party coming up.
Mhm.
You know all of the people that are coming.
Yes.
And so you could go to these four touches and just look at ways. These four touches are ways that you can put reminders in front of your people the week prior to the party to get them excited about it. And so um, on this one, this is kind of more for in-person parties. It says text party graphic and ask her if you can save her a spot. So also on my phone, there are, if I go to my photos on here, that's my studio location. So um, these are party invites. This is also going to be available to you guys on Canva. And so it just says girl time. It's just something simple that I create and I just customize it. I just change the location and the date and the address. So you just change the information and it could say Friday 9 or 12/9 at 3 p.m. at Susie's house and then have Susie's address. And so it can be very generic. Please don't spend all day doing something like this because it is just what it is. It's just the invitation. And so, so you can send that out and say, hey, super excited that you're coming to the party. The next one, you can share the Skin Analyzer app. Oh my gosh, Mary Kay has this awesome Skin Analyzer app. I'm not sure if you have ever seen this, but it is so cool. It does a biometric scan of your face for free. They do these at med spas and charge money, but this one's for free. Anyway, the next one is what would you change about your skin? So that's a good text message to send during that week because that way we can talk about relevant products. Like Azure at your party, we're going to be doing whatever skincare that they ordered, or like they ordered on their samples. And then we're going to do the facial peel and we're going to do a moisture renewal gel mask. And so we'll talk about those products. But if you're hearing from your people that someone's got dark spots, I want to know because we will talk about the Ferula plus niacinamide plus the C plus E serum because those are a great brightening duo. And so those are the things that coaching can help you do is really help your people better because that's our goal is to help them. And then, of course, a reminder text the day of the party. Now, if it's online, the day of is fine. If it's in person, you might want to remind them the night before, depending on what time the party is, or, the morning of if it's an evening party. So, anyway, um, There's also on this list the week of the party, update the hostess on who's coming. You can pre-profile them. You can encourage the hostess to call guests saying how excited she is that they're coming. Say, hey, these are the people that are coming. If you want to shoot them a text and thank them in advance, you can definitely do that. So, and then after the party, mail a thank you to the hostess and the guests, even if they didn't purchase. Enter the profile cards on InTouch and fill out the weekly accomplishment sheet. Follow up with anyone who did not attend and hold all opportunity chats within 48 hours. So do the career talks. Okay, so now what I want to show you is how to access all of that information. Okay, so I'm going to share on my screen. Everyone is familiar with the Rise News. Am I right?
Oh, yes.
Everyone's familiar with that. Okay. So if you're not familiar with this is something that you should have on your phone. Save it on the home screen of your phone. So this is a place where we have all of our monthly stuff going on, but we also have training on here. So I just added the coaching stuff to the new beauty consultant training. So go to new beauty consultant right there, click that button and it pops up this page for new beauty consultants. There's videos, there's a new consultant packet, and then at the bottom, this is about team building. So this is all about team building. And then right below it, it's all about coaching the party and the hostess. So once you click on this button right here, it pops open this page right here. So these are some hostess reward options. And you might say, Jana, I don't want your picture on there. Well, that's great. You're going to be able to put your own picture on there. And if you are struggling with technology, let me know. Tiffany might be able to help you out with that. We might be able to have Tiffany pop a picture of you in there. And so we can get you one of those. But then you have to be responsible and save it on your phone because we can't have her have to do that 25 times. So anyway, so then below, the hostess reward pictures. So this is how to do this hostess reward that looks like this. It's 100 or 200, and it when you hit this, it opens it in Canva, which allows you to customize it. Okay, so Canva is a graphic design thing. And then option two is the honeycombs. Sorry, I don't have any. You saw the honeycombs on my phone when I showed that. So it's just a different design. It's not different information at all. It's the same hostess program with just a little bit of a different design. Next is an invite example for like the party. And so if you click on this right here, you will be able to, on Canva again, create your own party invites. You can have the Canva version that's free. You don't have to pay for it. I have a paid version. And so, by the way, if you're like, how did she remove the background off of those pictures and make that look so cute? I have a paid version, so that's how I do that. Ask questions too, because you know that I'm here to answer them. Here's a hostess script that she can text out to her girlfriends. And so it's super cute, super easy. And by the way, I get this information from my great friend Amanda that has solidified doing parties with she and her people for years now. And she is a top director leading a top unit. And guess what? Their unit numbers are actually smaller than ours, but they're having more parties and they're making more money because they're doing parties like this. And so we have to learn, we have to copy the right cat. Okay. So we're copying those cats. So anyway, surprise. Hey, I booked us a girls' night. Surprise. My facial girl is hosting it at and then you can, this obviously you're not going to put the Rise and Shine Studio, but you're going to put my facial girl is hosting it at, or you can put I'm having this at my place at this is the address at this time, and everyone gets a facial treatment and custom foundation matching and glamour at the end. It'll be done by the certain time. Or, but guys, if you're not going to do glamour, just say everyone gets a custom treatment and a custom spa experience, and you're going to go home ready to go to bed and feeling fabulous. And so it'll be done by this time, and there'll be snacks and drinks, and everyone gets a gift from her. If you're not giving a little sampley gift, then you could take that off of there. So it's totally cool. So I am not good at the gifting thing. I forget a lot. Uh, and so remove it. Okay. When you're reaching out to the guest, here's a good script for you. Hi, Susie. This is Jana. Um, I'm Azure's facial girl. I'll be there Tuesday evening beautifying you all. Just wanted to introduce myself and ask a few quick questions so I'm prepared for you. We will be doing several skincare treatments that are great for everyone, but do you have any specific concerns? And then, like, these are just great questions to kind of get to know her. And so you're going to kind of be building that rapport. And then see you Tuesday night at 7 p.m. So, and then during the week, like I said before, you could shoot out some of those other text messages. Hey, I'm not sure if you've ever heard about this, but here's the Skin Analyzer app. And then the day of the party, hey, today's the day. We're going to start right at 7 o'clock. So feel free to arrive in between, anytime in between, 6:50, 7 o'clock. And I'll have you guys done around 8:15 so you can go enjoy the rest of your evening. And so, and shoot that out to the people that didn't respond, because they might have been swamped with life, and thought, oh my gosh, I want to go to that, but I just don't have time. But I'm a maybe. And so I don't want to say anything yet. So go ahead and send that out. And then down below, this is the Canva link to create these things. It's just this and this. Okay. So it's super easy. That's your party tracking notebook. Okay. Questions. What questions do you all have, or comments? I better look at my texting here. Asher, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. I just love how easy you make it sound.
One of the things about this business is that people make it too hard. They really do. Okay, as humans, don't we overcomplicate things a lot?
Oh, for sure, yes. And I have to remind myself too that people that you're talking to don't know what right looks like.
They don't have a clue.
They don't have a clue. Yeah.
And by the way, you can always say, if they say, well, when did Mary Kay start doing that? Say, oh my gosh, I'm totally new. I have no idea. Because who says that we have to be a genius to have fun and to make women feel
Right.
fabulous?
Yeah.
Who says we have to be the pro at doing these things? And by the way, who says that the way Jana Strunk does it is the professional way? It's not. However you do it is probably the best way. And so, I can give everybody great tips, but that's the thing. There's so many ways to be successful in this business. And so, just being authentic. When you're authentic with people, they don't think you're a weirdo, because you don't come off as a weirdo if
Yeah.
if you're just authentic and fun with them. So, anyway, what other questions? And it could be about anything. It doesn't have to be just about coaching parties.
Have you ever had any kickback from people about not wanting to give their friends information
I was going to
without?
ask the same thing.
Oh yeah, I have, but not not really since I started giving people that little picture. For some reason, since I started giving the picture, they're like, Okay.
Betsy, do you deal with a lot of people that don't feel comfortable giving you other people's information?
I mean, I've definitely had people tell me that. Um, but honestly, I am not great at um profiling before my parties. I get the hostess excited, but I have never really, okay, let me not say that indefinitely because this last party I did with my six girls, my mom's swim team or swim group, and her three high school buddies, um, I did pre-profile, but literally it was like a last minute thing because Jana's like, okay, Betsy, did you pre-profile? I was like, no. I knew she was
So,
gonna ask too. And I was like, oh,
so
like the helium out of the balloon, out of everything. And then so I last minute them and come to find out, like it was so much better. So much like it just helped.
It's
I
so
feel
good.
like it helped.
Every little thing that you can do will help. And so, and look, we're going to talk about that for a minute. And then Des wants to go over how to find those pages and stuff again. So I'm going to go through that
Okay.
route here again.
okay.
Um, let's say you're like, "Ah, I just don't feel comfortable giving my girlfriend's information." I would say, no problem. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot you a text that you can send it out to all of your girlfriends. And like send it out to 30 girlfriends, 40 girlfriends. And so it's totally okay. You don't have to get that $15 in free product for that. So, but I just wanted to give you that option. But what I'll do is I'm going to give you, and so on that deal, it had a text for her to text her friends, didn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to send you this little text. I'm going to, and you customize it with, don't leave the blanks in there. You fill it out so you want it to read, hey, I booked us a girls' night. And so, you want it to be like, just like she's supposed to send it. And then you send it to her in a separate text and say, on the next text, you say, okay, copy and paste the above text message out to all your girlfriends. And, um, if you want to, just let me know. I'll tell you what, anyone that RSVPs, if you could just send me their info, and then I'll just reach out to the people that are coming. Does that sound good? And,
Mm-hmm.
and then if she says, well, I don't know, I don't want to do that, then you just have to say, all right, well, just keep me updated on how many people you're going to have there because, I do have a minimum, and so, but you know what? I know you're a busy lady. And so, um, so you don't have to be texting everybody reminders. If you want, I will help you, but just keep in mind. But usually if you're just nonchalant with them and then be silly with them, say, hey, you know what? I'm not a stalker, but if I were a stalker, it would totally be you and I would be like following up with. But then I would, and then I just laugh. I'm like, I'm just teasing. I totally don't have time to stalk people. But if I did, I'd want you to be my friend. And so I might stalk you, but I won't stalk your people, I promise.
So,
So,
Jana, you have a minimum?
well, yes, I do have a minimum. If I'm driving anywhere for a local party, Betsy, they have to have 5 people.
Yeah, okay.
And there's a reason for that.
I get that. Yeah.
So,
So you're not like wasting all your
so,
time and resources and
and
energy.
and I don't play games with people that are having an in-person party, and I don't even play games with people that are having a virtual party. But somebody that is having an in-person party that I am going to take my time to travel to or prepare for or set up for, and they're not going to give me a guest list or they're not going to give me access to the RSVP people. No, that doesn't work like that. Because the only way I would allow something like that to fly is if I'm double booking something at my studio. Or if you're having a hostess thing at your house and you already have another hostess, you're like, whatever. If she shows up and brings 3 people, amazing. Then, we'll do that. And that's another good reason for double booking. Like if you're holding parties at a location that is very, sorry, Des, I tried to raise your text and my brain was going, yeah. If you're in a place like my studio or your home or whatever the case may be, if it's like I'm going to be in this location, then there's room for more people, you can double book that. Double book it, because then if one fizzles out, you still got people coming. And so let's go ahead and go through this. Okay. And then I'll answer Des's other message. Let me share the screen real quick. Okay, so everybody has the Rise News. Des, I just texted this to you. I think that we've saved this on the home screen of your phone. And so once you're on the Rise News, you scroll down. Anything that has got rounded edges and is like oval-like and colored, that's called a button. Okay? So this is going to take you, it says, are you new to our Mary Kay family? Click the button below. So the new consultant button is going to take you to the other training that we looked at. Okay? And we scroll all the way down to, by the way, Betsy,
Yeah.
I encourage you to go to that All About Team Building button because you're ready for that. You're ready for that level of training. And so
Okay.
when you get home, of course, and when you're like, I'm ready for bed, I just want to check out a few things. Check out the All About Team Building instead of social media because that might be a huge benefit to you. Anyway, Des, and everyone watching the replay, all about coaching the party and hostess. And then it will take you to this page that shows you all of the information and how to go, how to do your hostess rewards picture, how to do your invite, and then also how to print your notebook. Okay. And if you have challenges, you can always reach out to my office. Tiffany or I can send you a PDF or something like that. Des says, thank you. Okay, now I want to go to the other message that Des said. Okay, so I sent out 18 texts for people that signed up at different things. So I had one that booked and one that is a maybe. I feel that is not a good deal. Okay, okay, so this is what Des's question is, and I'm gonna get out of the screen share. Okay, so this is what Des's question was. She sent out text messages because she we did a pop-up event or like a little pop-up table or a vendor event. You can call them all kinds of different things. And so 18 people had signed up. So she sent them out. One person booked and one is a maybe. And she feels like those aren't great numbers. You know what, Des? This is the thing. It is what it is. This is what I do for events like that. I'm not going to hold these up towards you all, but like these are from like I've got I don't know, there's like 39 leads here altogether. And so far, I think one person is booked. Now I haven't gotten through this stack yet. I still have to call that stack. But just through all of these, and you know what? People be unreliable. Guess what?
Yes. Yes.
God doesn't want me to chase unreliable people. I'm not
Mhm.
looking for unreliable people. I'm looking for responders. Are we not? We're looking for people that are excited, that respond to us. Now, does that mean I'm going to stop texting them after the first time? No. In fact, if they didn't respond to me the first time, I would probably try a different method of contact. I might try to give them a call and just say, hey, Gabrielle, this is Jana. Hey, I just wanted to reach out to you. I don't know if you got my text yesterday, but I just wanted to see if we could go ahead and schedule the time to get together because you won that $15 gift card at the booth. So anyway, give me a shout back, text or call is fine. Thanks. All right, bye. And so just something really nonchalant like that. Or if you called and they didn't respond, I would text them next day. Hey, this is Jana. Not sure if you got my text last week. Um, and then like question mark. Never use the words let me know because that's an invitation. That's an invitation for people to never
Not respond.
not respond is right. Okay. Remove that from your vocabulary unless there are people that you don't want to hang out with and you're like, we should totally get together. Let me know.
I am literally the queen of let me know. Let me know.
Let me know.
I've got to stop saying that. I've got to stop
You
texting
said that
that.
to me, Betsy.
Huh?
I think you said that to me.
I bet I have.
She did. She did when she was trying to sign you up. And I said,
Janice,
no.
Azure, just so you know, Jana's known your name for over 2.5 years. Just so you know.
The funny thing is that God works it all out.
I know. I know.
How it's just funny though, because if God wants Asher as part of Mary Kay, he wants her in our unit, he's going to lead her here one way or another. So we just have to be obedient and about offering the products and offering the opportunity to people because seriously, you don't want your awesome girlfriend showing up in Mary Kay on someone else's team. I don't know about y'all, but I'm competitive. I'm like,
Oh
this is
yeah.
like this is like the Easter egg hunt of life. You got to go out and
I
get
know.
good eggs.
I agree.
We're going out to get the good eggs before other
Mhm.
people do. And and the good eggs, I mean, like we want them to be part of Mary Kay because this is the best opportunity of the land. What if they joined another company that doesn't pay them squat, doesn't give them future opportunity, and doesn't have all kind of avenues of income? I would feel sorry for my friends that they had wasted.
Yeah, I was just talking. Yes. I was just talking to two 19-year-olds and a 16-year-old at my booth event, and I told Jana about it. And I said, "You girls are already contouring and wearing beautiful makeup." And I knew it wasn't Mary Kay makeup, but I still said it was beautiful because it was beautiful. And I said, "Why wouldn't you deserve to get it for half off and get jewelry because they all had jewelry on and get purses because they all like designer bags and possibly get a pink Cadillac out of the deal?" I said, "We saw people your age at Charlotte, North Carolina, and at Dallas when we went there years ago with pink Cadillacs, and they're all looking at me like their eyes were huge." I said, "I don't know Ulta's giving out any pink Cadillacs. I don't know if Sephora is getting." I wasn't trying to bash like the competitor because my mentor would definitely not love that. But like, I was like, I posed the question, like, are they giving out, cars or
And
purses or yeah,
right,
all, yeah,
are they going to are you going to make enough money in that zone that you can pay for your mortgage and a car and your family's trips and whatever you need?
right.
So executive income is a powerful thing, even though we cannot make potential earning income numbers. That's something we don't usually do on social media. So we didn't say any numbers here on this, so I still can put this on YouTube. So yay.
Yeah.
Anyway, what other questions, any other questions that you all have before we hop off of here? Because I really have to peel out in 4 minutes.
I
Any?
don't have anything right now, no.
All right. Des, do you have any other questions? Okay. I don't think she has any other questions right now. Nope. She said she's good. All right. Ladies,
Awesome.
thank you so much for hopping on here. Betsy, thank you for rocking it, sister. You know what?
Thank you.
Ladies, you can't, have you ever been to a bonfire in the fall? You're like,
Yeah.
that that fire's so cozy and warm. You cannot stand next to the fire without getting hot. Am I right?
Yep.
That's how it works in Mary Kay. When you're standing next to the people that are working their business, that are turning it up, you can't help but get on fire. And so there is a movement going on in our Mary Kay national area right now. Like we are lighten it up. And so do not get discouraged. Do not get disappointed. Numbers be numbers. Do not allow emotions
Yes.
to affect you. Reach out to me or your recruiter, pretty much your sales director. Reach out to your sales director if you've got some dipsy doodles going on, unless you're on Betsy's team, then she's a very great cheerleader. But you can also reach out to me as well, friends, okay? So
Sounds great. Thank you, ladies.
you're welcome. All right. Have an amazing day, friends. We'll chat with you all soon, okay?
You
Bye,
too. Bye.
guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.